What's going on, fam? It's Nico Fleeks. Today, I really just want to say and remind everyone that's watching this, right? If you work your conventional 9 to 5 job, if you have, your standard, job that you go in, clock out, go home, I really feel the need to say that your employer, your boss, he just doesn't care about you. It's that simple. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm not saying that to sound callous or pessimistic or cynical. No, 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 no. What it really is it's just business, right? A lot of people attach their emotions to their job. They work 20 years for the man and they turn around, they have nothing to show for it. It's a terrible thing. And if you don't look at it from a deeper perspective, then you will be doing a huge, huge, huge disservice to yourself. And it's a detriment to your life because what you are essentially doing is you are actually fulfilling and um, you are fulfilling someone else's dream. That's what it is. When you're working a 9 to 5 job, a conventional job, right? Not a career, but a job. Even a career, right? This applies to careers too. You are fulfilling someone else's dream. You are probably just some cog in the wheel of some business that some CEO put together, and then you're expendable. You're replaceable. You're not special. If you were to die tomorrow, your boss ain't showing up, or maybe I don't know, maybe you guys might have some sort of listen, there's a small amount of people that are lucky and they build real bonds with the people they work with and things like that. But the vast majority of us, right, we just don't got it like that. If you die tomorrow, they're not coming. Your employer ain't coming. The owner of the company you work for is not showing up to your funeral. So I say that to say this, guys. Why in the world are we breaking our backs for a job? Why is it that we sacrifice our well-being for a check that probably won't stretch you all the way until you get paid again? I mean, the living paycheck to paycheck, it's not good. It's not right. It's not kosher. And frankly, it's just not okay, right? Because you got to think about it. We're getting the scraps of what the company actually makes, okay? So what you take home is essentially zilch. It's essentially chump change. It's, you know what I mean? It's not nothing. Like, even if you look at your check and you say, oh man, this is a lot of money. I'm going to go shopping. I'm going to take my girlfriend shopping. I'm going to get my girlfriend's nails done. I'm going to get a nice haircut. I'm going to buy some new J's. Like, it's all dumb shit. It's all dumb shit. You're a lot of us only buy these things just to like make us feel good, but like the feeling of feeling good by buying is so fleeting. It's a fleeting, and honestly, it gets to the point where you realize that all of the stuff that you're buying out of your check is pointless. You still have nothing to show for. You don't own the house that you live in. You don't own the car that you drive. You don't even own the phone you speak on the phone with. You don't even own that. Everything is on a payment plan. Everything is being rent to owned. Everything, like, because you're not getting paid anything. You're sacrificing all of your good years, the years in which you are healthy, the years that you're strong, the years that you have energy. You're going to grow old one day. What then? Are you just going to keep working the same job that is physically and mentally demanding until you just get old and then we turn around and we have nothing to show for? Guys, like, this is the Matrix. That is what being in the Matrix is about. Is when you are content with the conditions that you are bestowed. Now, some of us get bad spawns, right? Some of us just get born into bad conditions. But man, if you are a grown person and you can actually read and write, okay, you are a literate person, a reasonable person, you can work your way out of the Matrix. You can work your way out of the endless cycle of just slavery. That's what it is, but they don't want to call it that anymore. The word slavery is now like a derogatory term. It is now a word that people just cringe at. But the thing is, 9 to 5 is slavery. You are forced to do that through conditions of your life. It's not like technically it's a choice, but it ain't a choice because you know that you're one paycheck away. You're one paycheck away from being homeless. Like so many people of us, like so many of us are living paycheck to paycheck. Apparently, America, 64% of America is living paycheck to paycheck. That's a horrible existence. To not have enough money to last you if something bad was to happen, we need to sit down and actually thank God for our health, for our minds, the fact that we have all of these blessings. Because so many of us are living paycheck to paycheck that if you were to break your leg tomorrow, you're screwed. You're homeless. If you were to fall ill tomorrow, you're going homeless. You are one paycheck away from being homeless. Doesn't that terrify us? Like, I've had times in my life where I really had no money to buffer me. Like, all it takes is one accident. All it takes is one solid fall. All it takes is for me to fall ill. All it takes is, and I'm screwed immediately. I don't have there were times in my life when I had no money at all, living paycheck to paycheck. And this is very recently, like it only took for me to get into like my mid 20s, right? Like 24, 25 for me to realize, okay, like I need to actually save money and not just spend every dime I make, you know? And that takes a level of discipline. And most people, unfortunately, cannot do that. I remember like in my parents' day, well, not me remembering, but as a child, I remember my parents used to tell me, oh, you need to go get your college degree. You need to do this, you do that so you can get a good job. You can make 6 figures, 100K. Now 100K, the same 100K that was once coveted is now chump change. People are literally living paycheck to paycheck, making 100K a year. Literally. People are actually doing that. How is beyond me, right? Because I'm a frugal person. I know how to save money. I know how to make things stretch, right? In my opinion, if you're living in America, anything over 50K a year will suffice. You're not going to live the most grand, luxurious lifestyle, but you will survive and you will be comfortable. Anything over 50K, I guarantee you. You just have to know how to not spend all of your money on dumb shit. You just have to know not to go crazy with instant gratification shit, splurge all of your money on just dumb crap, right? But when you know that you're living paycheck to paycheck, right? It's easier to just spend your money on dumb shit because you're like, oh, well, I'm already broke anyway. Like, so I might as well, I'm already broke, so I might as well just spend this money on this stupid 12 piece of chicken from Popeyes because fuck it, like I might as well. That's how you get caught in that never-ending loop, that never-ending cycle, that cycle that just never ends of being perpetually broke. You know what I'm saying? You're just like, oh well, I'm like this money is not gonna stretch me in the next 2 weeks anyway, so I might as well just splurge it. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. What you need to do, okay? Here's the game plan, right? Here's the game plan, guys. What you need to do is get very good at something of value, something that people value. You need to get good at that, whether it's a trade, whether it's like something. You need to figure that out. Like, I can't be the one to tell you what you need to get good at, right? You need to figure out what you naturally gravitate to, what you have a talent for, and build off of that. And then find a way to monetize that. Find a way to make money off of that. Whenever you find your little mojo, whatever the hell it is that you are proficient at and actually quite good at, and something that you actually enjoy, something that you can keep up without anyone holding your hand, you need to monetize that somehow because AI is about to flush everybody, right? You see how 64% of America is living off paycheck to paycheck? Whew, guys, it's about to be like 80% of America, like to 90% of America that's living off paycheck to paycheck because AI is about to eradicate every single job. AI is about to eradicate things in occupations that you would never even believe would be annihilated by AI. So guys, remember, your employer doesn't care about you. You know, you're just a number. You're replaceable. You're expendable. The things that you know how to do at that job can easily be trained by somebody else. What you need to do is find something that you're good at, create a flow of income through that way. Start your own business. Have a hobby. Turn that hobby into a business. Create a side gig for yourself, yo. Create your own form of income, yo. Something to back yourself up with. Because if you were to fall ill tomorrow or get sick, or God forbid, if you're already broke, your car breaks down, you can't even afford to fix your car, bro, you're screwed, man. So you need to like figure something out to where you can get some income on your own time regardless, man, because man, it is a cold world out here, guys. It is cold. It is freezing. Oh, and they will show you no mercy out here, guys. And I tell you guys this stuff, okay, because I have to share some insight onto this world, and I love y'all. I love my subscribers, my viewers that watch this, the guys that I always see commenting down below. You know what I mean? I got y'all in mind, and this is the reason why I sit down here almost every single day and I make these videos with you guys. Even though you know that YouTube has shadow banned your boy. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. You know what I'm saying? It won't hurt. It don't cost you a dime. So, and you know, this type of stuff, the elites, they try to suppress it. They don't really want people knowing you know, how the world really works, and they don't really want you guys to be enlightened. So they suppress these types of content, this type of information, which is probably the reason why I'm shadow banned, guys. So show me some love, help me out, drop some comments down below, because that does help me out in the algorithm a little bit. Later on today, I'm gonna hit the gym. We're gonna go on a nature walk, guys, and we're gonna get this thing rolling, guys. So remember, your boss, your employer does not care about you. Do not break your back at the job. Do the bare minimum. Do your job and do it well, but only do that. Do not do nothing more. Preserve your energy, right? And save it for yourself when you get off, and go full force into that when you get off from work. Start building your craft, build your side income, build yourself as a person, build your body, take care of yourself, bro. Do not break your back at your job, because you will not see any fruits of that. While you sit there and make them millions and millions of dollars, they're gonna fuck around and just say, thanks buddy, yo pal. Maybe buy you guys a pizza party, buy you guys some pizza, you know, every other, you know, mini holiday. You know, nothing crazy. It's not like, you know, it's just, it's not worth it. It's not worth breaking your back for a job, guys. You can believe me or you cannot, you know. And when you break your back at the job, and then the boss has to let you go because now you become a liability, then you're gonna remember Nico Fleeks. Anyways, guys, like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down for your boy if I said anything that resonates with you. And I'm gonna catch y'all next time. Deuces. Oosh!